Good morning. Just coming in today. Again, no small groups. I've been letting y'all know that. It won't be any small groups for the remaining of the year. Your Zoom times will stay the same this week, except for Thursday due to the distribution day. And then next week and the week after, they will be changed a little bit as well to get us started on the end of the year stuff that we're working through. So it is Wednesday, my dudes, as you see my little cool froggy there. Today is Wednesday, May 27th, 2020. We can see the beautiful animals that you have on your screen right there. Your goals for today are: we're going to explain the events, procedures, ideas, or concepts in a historical, scientific, or technical text, including what happened and why based on the specific information in the text. Your learning target today will be: the students will be able to identify clue words about causes and effects in a text in order to explain concepts and ideas in a scientific text. Your essential questions are: what are scientific texts? What are cause and effects? And how do I explain concepts and ideas in scientific texts? Let's go ahead and watch our full vocabulary. Don't forget, nobody's watching you, so you can go ahead and sing and dance as much as you please.
You can find causes and effects in all kinds of stories. And there are usually phrases that are clues to help you know what's a cause and what's an effect. Let me tell you a story, and now highlight some of those phrases along the way. But first, I need the hook. Okay? Cause is the reason that something happened, but what comes next? We got this, Captain. The thing that happened is the effect. Cause and effect, they connect events. Cause is the reason that something happened, but what comes next? We got this, Captain. The thing that happened is the effect. Cause and effect, they connect events. Last night, Ella's mom forgot to feed the dog. Not feeding her dog is the cause. That's why the dog was hungry when he went to bed. Being hungry was the effect, but an effect can become a cause too. And in the morning, that came true. Due to the dog being hungry all night, he ate Ella's homework in one bite. Hunger's the cause. Eating homework is the effect. What happens next? You'll never guess. Ella's dog ate her worksheet. For this reason, Ella went to school really early to talk to her teacher and explain. She got there at 6:02 in the rain. She got to school so early for sure. Therefore, she saw what she never seen before. A bunch of people were dressed up like pickles. They did a dance while one played the fiddle. Since she saw that scene, she started laughing. That's the effect. And then what happened? Because she started laughing, the pickles heard her and came out the door. Would they hurt her? Then Ella said, "Please don't hurt me, weird pickles." One said, "Why would we hurt you?" It's simple. Why is the teachers all dressed up? Want to be in a surprise pickle play with us? Causes and effects like dominoes, one thing leading to the next. That's how it goes. That's how Ella went in one day, from her homework eating to the lead in a play. Yeah, causes are what cause effects. It's how things connect. Now bring the hook back. Cause is the reason that something happened, but what comes next? We got this, Captain. The thing that happened is the effect. Cause and effect, they connect events. Cause is the reason that something happened, but what comes next? We got this, Captain. The thing that happened is the effect. Cause and effect, they connect events. Yeah. So keep your eyes open for the causes and effects in stories and in life. FloCab. We at.
All right, going back into our notes. So remember, as it was showing you, cause is what happens, why something happens, and the effect is the result of why that happened. Why did it happen? And it goes in order. It's not different orders, it's all in the same order. So let's go ahead and go through this. As you see our anchor chart over here to the right, make sure that you are keeping an eye on that stuff, as those are always good visuals for you to check out. So, what is a scientific text? Scientific text tells us what happens during a set of events in nature. It also answers important questions by explaining how the event happens and why it happens. These answers help you understand the world you live in today. We have what are concepts, ideas, and concepts. Well, ideas is a concept or a mental impression, and the concepts is an abstract idea or a general notion. What are cause and effect? Well, the cause is the reason why something happens, and the effect is what happened as a result of that. How do I explain concepts and ideas in a scientific text? Well, pay attention to the clue words. Because, so, since, this is why, outcome, due to, if, then, lead to, result, in order to, consequently, therefore, and I think I forgot cause. And think of the ideas and concepts of what causes them and the results of them. A lot of the stories that we do in story elements, all of them happen in order because this happened. It's just like that chain reaction, like dominoes that just keeps going. Okay, your vocabulary as we went over yesterday: somersault, wake, sociable, pod, cows, calf, bulls, affectionate, pectoral fin. So as we could see, we had the sociable dolphins. We have the pectoral fins down here, also showing that they are affectionate and they're touching pectoral fins. And then you have the cool little dolphin jumping in the wake. Our next vocabulary is nurture, echolocation, distinctive, distressed, limbic system, albino, imitate, and self-aware. You can see the distinctive whistles, or they're being imitated by the trainers. You can also see the mother cow nurturing her calf right here. Okay, so we always want to think about, before we read, as we've always said, what other books have you read on maybe similar topics as this one? What do you know or remember about dolphins? And why do you think dolphins swim in the wake's boat, or in the boat's wake? So there will be some questions that we're going to be thinking about right now as we go through. So it's based on the text. What is a reason that a mother cow might swim slowly and not eat? And according to the text, how do dolphins communicate? And then with number 3, which evidence supports your answer to number 1? So we'd be connecting number 3 to number 1. What evidence would back that up? Well, let's go ahead and we're going to start reading our text now. So, dynamic dolphins. In the sparkling ocean waters, bottlenose dolphins surface and swim alongside a sailboat. One rolls in a somersault, and another leaps through the air, then splashes into the sea. 2 more race in the wake of the boat's bow. These sociable mammals like each other's company. A group of dolphins is called a pod. Each pod contains 2 to 40 dolphins, or sometimes thousands, as we talked about yesterday. A pod might contain a female cows and their calves, a group of male bulls and male calves, or perhaps just a cow and a bull. Sometimes a pod includes hundreds of dolphins of different colors and species. If you see a single dolphin, it is usually a bull. Affectionate dolphins enjoy touching each other. When a dolphin rests a pectoral fin on another dolphin, it may mean they are friends. And as you can see, pectoral fin is right here where it would come out like the arm. Mother cows nurture their calves. A newborn calf must breathe immediately, so the mother guides it to the surface. So we have the mother cow and her calf, and you can see it was probably born just recently and it needs to be guided to the surface to know what there is to breathe. Dolphin talk. Dolphins are chatty mammals. They communicate with whistles, clicks, and squeals. Their signature whistles help them identify each other, just like our voices. They make clicking sounds to search for food and to track enemies. Using echolocation, dolphins emit clicks that bounce off fish or other objects. The echo gives the dolphin information about the object's size, shape, and location. And as you could see, the dolphin would be using its clicks to go ahead and try to see what this fish is. Like people, dolphins feel stress and fear. When a dolphin gets in trouble, it calls for help with a distinctive whistle. They're very caring creatures. Dolphins care about each other, and a pod will work together to save a distressed member. Dolphins are sensitive to pain and stress. Their limbic system, the brain area that handles the emotions, is larger than ours. Crazy. Dolphins feel sadness. When a calf dies, a mother cow may swim slowly and not even eat. They feel joy too. Dolphins will blow a bubble through their blowholes and play with it. When they receive a treat, they often squeal with glee. Rare albino dolphins turn pink when they are angry, sad, or embarrassed. Their thin skin shows the blood vessels underneath like people. These dolphins blush. Smart and splashy. Dolphins are smart. They like to play with people. Their large brains make it easy for them to learn tricks and to imitate their trainers. They are also self-aware and enjoy looking at themselves in the mirror. Most sea creatures must constantly search for food. Echolocation lets dolphins find food quickly, giving them more time to play. Dolphins behave like people in many ways. They enjoy company and they love to play. They feel stress and sadness. They also protect each other and nurture their young. So why do dolphins swim in a boat's wake? Is it to speed their journey? Is it to race? Or is it just for fun? What do you think? So as we continue going through, remember the questions that we were focusing in on. So I'm going to go ahead and model the first question for you. And you're going to have some of my boxes here. It's okay. So we have dolphins. The first question is, based on the text, what is the reason that a mother cow might swim slowly and not eat? Well, dolphins feel sadness. When a calf dies, a mother cow may swim slowly and not eat. So we have our cause and effect right here. It says whenna. So how could we answer this? Well, when a calf dies, what happens what's the result of when a calf dies? The dolphins feel sadness, and a mother cow may swim slowly and not eat. So what was the cause? The calf dies. And what was the effects? Well, they do feel sadness, and a mother cow may swim slowly and not eat, according to the text. Next, we're going to get into, according to the text, how do dolphins communicate? Well, in our parts here, we have dolphins are chatty mammals that communicate with whistles, clicks, and squeals. Their signature whistles help them identify each other. On page 10, we have they make clicking sounds to search for food and to track enemies. And then on page 12, like people, dolphins feel stress and fear. When a dolphin gets in trouble, it calls for help with a distinctive whistle. So, well, again, we have the effects. Dolphins are chatty mammals and they communicate with whistles, clicks, and squeals. Now, what would cause all this? Well, they have signature whistles to help them identify each other. They do the clicking sounds to search for food and to track their enemies. And dolphins if they get in trouble, it calls for help with a distinctive whistle. And then again, we have our signal word, when, ah. So again, our effect was they communicate using whistles, clicks, and squeals. I was able to answer that question, but now I must provide the causes of that. Well, what caused them to do that? Well, the first cause, signature whistles, help them identify each other. Clicking sounds to search for food and to track enemies. And dolphins get in trouble. If a dolphin gets in trouble, it calls for help with a distinctive whistle. Now we have the three questions here. So I want you to look at it and think about your answers. So based on the text, what is the reason that a mother cow might swim slowly and not eat? I'll go ahead and give you a moment to answer. Good job. The cow's calf died and now she's sad. And 2, according to the text, how do dolphins communicate? I'll go ahead and give you about those 5 teacher seconds. You got it. Dolphins use whistles, clicks, and squeals in order to communicate. And number 3, which evidence supports your answer to number 1? So number 1 was saying that the calf dies and it's sad. Well, what supports that based on what the text said? What is one thing, at least, that can support that? I'll go ahead and give you about 5 teacher seconds. And when a dolphin gets in trouble, it calls for help with a distinctive whistle. That is one way to help support it, as it was part of our evidence. Getting in today with your independent work, you're going to be working on in a flip grid. How do I explain concepts and ideas in scientific text using signal words? Then I ask you to please give feedback with a countable talk to one of your peers' flip grids. Also on GoFormative, you're going to have the social life of dolphins, questions 6 through 10, working through events and cause and effects. Now, your may-dos are, you may, if you have not already finished, make up all of your work. We do have that freckle code freckle, plus I put the epic code for the story today right there for the classroom code. You also have your classworks, Education Galaxy. You may read a real book or just read on Mayan. And that will conclude today's lesson. I'll see you in a bit.